Guys, so many of us struggle to do the things that we know we need to do in life, you know. It's at the back of our mind and we keep putting it off. And why? Because we don't feel like it. We can't be bothered. You'll do it another time, you know. It's not a priority right now, you know. I will get around to doing it, you know. I don't know when. I'll say I'll do it next week, but I never get around to doing it. You know, I will approach that girl. I will go to the gym, you know. I will apply for that job, you know. I will reach out to my old friend. This, that, and the other. And then what happens? Time just goes by, you know, and you don't do anything about it. But you tell yourself that you were going to do it. You had that quick dopamine hit, so you were just like, you felt good about yourself. Yeah, I will do it. You've done nothing about it. We bring up so much, you know. We bring up so many BS excuses, don't we? And it's funny because when you find someone, you know, who's more disciplined or tougher in the mind, and they say, oh yeah, your excuse is just BS, you try and validate yourself like, oh no, they're not, I really don't have any time. But then you're spending so much time, you know, doing other things like Netflix, social media, TikTok, like 5 hours a day. You do have time. You just don't think it's a priority to do this thing, such as go to the gym, you know. Guys, you'll forever stay stuck in that constant cycle, constant loop, not being able to do stuff. Do the things you know you need to do, okay? If you keep that mindset, you're going to be stuck in mediocrity and you're going to stay in the same spot as you are in now, 5 years, 10 years down the line. And then you're going to be like, oh, what have I done with myself, you know? What do you mean, what have you done with yourself? You've been sitting there doing nothing, okay? Because you couldn't be bothered or you didn't feel like it. Well, guys, newsflash, you're never going to feel like, you know, busting your ass at the gym, you know, most of the time. You may have those motivated times like, yeah, let's go after and get it. When it's raining outside, it's cold, you've got to walk to the gym. You think you're going to feel like going then? No, because I don't feel like going then. But what separates you from the average person, you from a mediocre person, is when it's cold outside and it's raining, but you get up and you go anyway. You know, you can't be bothered to go, but you still go, okay? That takes a certain mindset, okay? A certain individual. And how do you build that anyway? You build that by pushing through that, oh, I can't be bothered, okay? You need to do things, especially when you can't be bothered or don't feel like it. So you improve your character, you know. So you improve in life. Pushing outside of the comfort zone. Otherwise, you'll forever stay stuck in it. Guys, it wasn't really until I heard the phrase, you know, what's the alternative, that I really like properly snap out of just all my excuses, okay? Because deep down I knew they were all, you know, crap excuses, BS excuses. But you just don't want to face it, do you? So when I came across the phrase, you know, what's the alternative? It's just like, yeah, what's the alternative of, you know, if you don't go to the gym, you know, what's the alternative? You're just still going to be schlubby and on your couch, you know, sinking into your couch watching Netflix. You're still going to be that person if you don't do anything about it. You know, what's the alternative of not grabbing your nuts and approaching someone you find attractive? Well, the alternative is, you know, if you don't do that, later on in life, you're going to be filled with regret, okay? You know, oh, I should have done this, that, and the other. But I was, you know, I was going to be bothered. Oh, I was too scared what everyone else would think of me. You don't care now. Further down the line, you're like 80 years old, you know, and you've run out of time. You know, and what's the alternative to not pushing yourself in life? You know, well, I'll tell you the alternative is you're going to be stuck in mediocrity, okay? And if you're watching this video, you probably want to strive for more than that. So then later on in life again, you're going to be filled with regret. You know, what if I did this? You know, what if I did that? Where could I have been right now? But instead, you're filled with regret. Like I said, and time has run out. And now thinking about this really, you know, kind of fills me a bit with fear, okay? Just knowing we have limited time. And if you're not doing anything with yourself now or doing what you want, you know, you're slowly just going to be running out of time. You know, 5 years, 10 years down the line, you're like, what have I done? You know, why didn't I do this 5 years ago when I had the thought of wanting to do it, but I didn't do it because I was scared. Scared of what? You know, talking of, you know, just people's excuses and time and stuff like that, guys. So many people just sleepwalk through life. They're like zombies anyway, you know. They're living, you know, but they're not really living, you know what I mean? Sleepwalking like zombies through life. They don't experience anything because they're too scared, too fearful to do what they want with themselves, too scared. Otherwise, they'll be judged by their group, judged by society. And they don't realize this until, you know, they snap out of it or later on down the line, like I said, when you've run out of time. And that is a sad thing, you know. Looking back on your life and not being proud of what you went for, and what you stood for, you know, being bold in your endeavors instead of withering back, you know, not reaching your full potential. Guys, if you bring up so many excuses, you know, this, that, and the other, you're not serious about your goals, okay? You're not serious about, you know, building that physique. You're just not, okay? You may not want to hear that, but it's true, you know? It's like people when they do personal training and stuff like that. They're trying to, you know, train a client, you know? You're telling the client, you know, how to get to their ideal body weight they want to get to, or how to get to that point of, you know, where they look in the mirror and feel good about themselves. And then the person saying, oh, do I really have to do more of this? Do I really have to do more of that? Do I really have to do 2 more sets of burpees? Yes. Yes, you do. If you want to get to your goal physique, that is how you do it. Why are you complaining? You know what I mean? Well, why have you not bothered turning up today? Because you can't be bothered. Well, you're not serious about getting that physique, okay? You know, no one feels sorry for you. Oh, boo-hoo. If you're not doing the things you need to do to get to your goal, then what else is there to say? You're not serious, and you won't get it, okay? Because no one's going to care about your life as much as you care about it, okay? Let's take 2 gym bros, for example, you know. You're spurring each other on. You're getting into the gym, you know, pushing each other. Yeah, this, that, and the other. It's going well. 6 months down the line, your training partner or whatever stop turning up because he can't be bothered, you know. So you keep on trying. You're giving him all this energy, you know, trying to move him. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Turns up and he's half-assed and stuff, and then it withers back away. He can't be bothered to go anymore. Guys, he's got to do that for himself, you know what I mean? There's only so much you can do. You can give them like a blueprint, what exercises do, how much to eat, you know? But you can't give them that internal drive, okay, that internal mindset to want to go after their goals, you know? If they don't really want it and they can't be bothered, they're not going to get it. Guys, there's no perfect time to start any endeavor, project, or go after what you want in life, okay? The stars don't align, and then the moons and the sun, and then some music starts playing. You're like, yeah, this is the moment. We're going to do this. Never works out like that, okay? There's never a perfect moment. If there's something you want to go for in life, want to try out and go down a certain path, just take the first step, okay? And then you just keep taking one step after the other. Keep moving forward, keep moving forward. You're going to fall down loads. You're going to fail. It's a part of life, okay? What separates champions from the mediocres and from the losers of life, okay, is the champions pick themselves back up, they adapt, and they keep moving forward, okay? Guys, you have to grab your nuts, okay? Because at the end of the day, what's the alternative? I'll leave you with that, and if you enjoyed this video and want to watch another one, I'm sure you'll enjoy it. You got this.